Live from the KWQC Broadcast Center in downtown Davenport with Morgan Otier and Kyle Keel. This is Quad Cities Live.
Today on QCL, a local fundraiser celebrating 20 years of making a difference. How Adams Alliance is bringing together food trucks, shopping, and a whole lot of community spirit to support MS research. Plus, it's never too early to start thinking about fall, right? Well, how Eve's Garden and Greenhouse is supporting local organizations as well as brightening homes with beautiful moms. And we are getting a preview of another season of the Highlight Zone, which kicks off this Friday during our 10 o'clock news. Hello and welcome to Quad Cities Live. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Kyle Keel. Well, if you are looking for the perfect way to celebrate the end of the summer season, follow the Yellow Brick Road to Circa 21 Dinner Playhouse in Rock Island. Performances of, you guessed it, The Wizard of Oz are underway through September 5th. And joining me now from Circa is Brett Hitchcock and one of the stars of The Wizard of Oz, Sophie Kagi, who plays none other than Dorothy. Yes. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you, Kyle.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is an exciting show. A lot of people obviously know The Wizard of Oz by the movie. But Brett, what's it been like to take this show to the stage?
Well, it's been amazing. The last time we did this was about 15 years ago, and so we decided that it was probably time to bring it back, and so we got the rights for it. We brought it back in, and people are just loving it. It's such a wonderful family show.
Absolutely.
Appropriate for all ages. So we've seen lots of families, lots of generations coming in during the run, which is really neat, and everybody's having a really good time with it. So
this show's been on the stage since the beginning of July.
Yeah.
So Sophie, what has it been like to play Dorothy?
It's been exciting. It's been a little bit nerve-wracking, you know, because there's such a nuance of like this character, and you don't want to surprise people when it's not who they think it could be, like Judy Garland. But being able to bring my own little effect to Dorothy and making it my own, but also still adding Judy Garland's little flares in it has been so amazing, and I really love it a lot.
Yeah, I like that, kind of making it your own.
Yes, literally.
And you mentioned there's a unique challenge because you have two different dogs that are playing Toto.
Yeah.
What's that been like?
Yeah, we have Faye, and Bruno. They've been great.
Yeah.
You know, you just never know what you're gonna get. One day they're really happy to be on stage, and another day they're just like,
I'm tired of this.
I just wanna relax and just sit and I hold them throughout the show, which has been very challenging with like the set. It's a very unique set. It's literally like you cut a tornado in half.
Yeah.
And that's literally what it is. So being able to hold the dogs and like run down like a very steep circle has been very challenging, but also very rewarding.
All right, so what's one moment of the show, Sophie, that you're most excited for the audiences to see?
Oh, probably when we go out of sepia into color. Yeah, I do really love it because it's like, oh, Toto, I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore. Yeah. And that's just like a part of the show that everyone loves, you know? I mean, it's like one of the first shows that actually brought color into it.
Right.
And so being able to do that and then change into the ruby red slippers has been super fun. I really love it.
Yeah, it sounds very exciting, and very exciting to have The Wizard of Oz to close out the 49th season of Circa 21 Dinner Playhouse. So that means, Brett, you're about to enter the 50th season.
We are about to enter the 50th season. We do have one more show after Wizard of Oz before we start the 5th. That's a show called Rock of Ages. But then in November we start our 50th season, which is really exciting.
It is.
We are so thankful for the support of the Quad City community and the greater community at all that has allowed us to actually get to this point. And we've got a wonderful setup of shows next year. A lot of returning ones. We wanted to look for shows that had been really popular over the years. And you see that with shows like $1 Million Quartet, and of course Mamma Mia has been a huge hit for us when we've done it previously. Annie was in a huge hit. The only new one in this season that we've not done before is Pretty Woman. So that just recently became available, so we were really fortunate to be able to get the rights for that, and are looking forward to putting that on the stage as well.
Yeah, sounds like a good way to ring in the 50th season of Circa 21.
Also a great gift too. I mean, if you're looking for a gift for folks, if you attend 2 or 3 times a year, you're actually better off by buying a subscription.
That makes sense.
So you're money ahead. So
yeah, that makes sense. And Sophie, this is really unique for the Quad Cities and really across the nation because there aren't many dinner playhouses.
No, there is not. And so being able to go into a theater that serves dinner and then also a show has been very exciting because I've never been to a theater that actually provides dinner and a show.
Yeah.
So it's been fun just to like see people like enjoy it from like 5 p.m. when they get there until we bow. And so it's just really exciting.
Yeah, a very unique experience indeed. Well, the Wizard of Oz runs through September 5th at Circa 21 Dinner Playhouse in Rock Island. For tickets and information, contact Circa 21 by calling the number on your screen, and you can also reserve your seats online at circa21.com. Brett, Sophie, thank you both so much for being here today. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Well, still to come on QCL, a delicious way to support a great cause. We have details on next weekend's Food Trucks and Vendor event benefiting Adams Alliance and MS Research.
You're watching Quad Cities Live.
Next Saturday in Clinton, an organization called Adams Alliance is inviting the community to enjoy lunch from several local food trucks, browse unique vendors, and help raise money for multiple sclerosis research. It's the Food Truck Lunch and Vendors fundraiser, which is part of the organization's annual Adams Alliance MS Crop. And joining me now is Leanne Stortz with Adams Alliance. Leanne, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
We've talked to you many times about Adams Alliance. So for those who may not be familiar, tell us a little bit more about Adams Alliance, because I know this is very close to your heart.
Okay, Adams Alliance is a non-for-profit organization, and how we raise our money is we host scrapbooking, and basically we have any kind of crafters. We have sewers, we have quilters, we have diamond art, we have beaders, we have card makers.
Yeah.
We actually have one person that doesn't even do any of that. She just grades papers while she's there.
Really?
So
hey, as long as it raises money, why not? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's awesome. So as people may have seen on your shirt, celebrating 2 decades of the MS Crop fundraiser. So what's it been like to see this event grow each and every year? Because I know you and I were just talking before the segment that you've outgrown a lot of spaces.
Yes. This is actually the 5th place that we have been between Cordova and Erie, Illinois, and now we had to move to Clinton, Iowa. The very first year was 2007, and we had 18 people, and we raised $500.
Wow.
So I thought, okay, it's going to take me a lifetime to raise $50,000.
Yeah.
And so 10 years later, in 2010, we broke through to 50,000.
Wow.
And now we're about 20,000 away from 200,000.
Incredible.
And we have, depending on the event, we have 2 events a year. This particular event, we can hold up to 180 people.
Okay. All right. So you're talking $180,000 that have been raised in the last 2 decades. Did you ever think that you would get even to this point? I mean,
No.
you mentioned it was kind of a slow start, but it just grows and grows every year.
Yes, we are very fortunate to have some very generous sponsors and attendees, and just supporters all around.
Yeah, so this year's crop, you know, it's not just for the crafters. You've got other incentives to get people out to raise money and support MS Research. So you've got this food truck event happening next Saturday.
Yes, because it's only 180 people, you don't get to get everybody in the Quad City area that is a crafter.
Yeah.
And so we do have some people come just for our vendors.
Okay.
And then we started adding food trucks to this event a few years ago, and it's great that we have them, but we also want to make it worth their while.
Sure.
And so this year I thought, let's make it like a huge event and see if we can get more people. So we're up to 4 trucks now.
Awesome.
And we're really excited to meet all of them, because they're all brand new to us.
Yeah, and we just saw on the screen there that 10% of those sales are going to go back to Adams Alliance and MS Research. Talk about the importance of the research for MS.
So MS is a neurological disease that currently has no cure. Yeah. And so 55 cents from every dollar goes to research to try and find a cure. Yeah. 34 cents from every dollar goes to like fundraisers, not necessarily my fundraiser, but like at the state level. Yeah. And then there's 11% that pay the people who actually work for the National MS Society. And so just the more money you can get into their pockets, the more research we can do and get, hopefully someday, a cure.
And that's why this crop is so important. Yes. So we've been looking at some of the products that you brought here today. We've got beautiful handmade jewelry here. Talk about some of these products that people can shop for.
Okay, so one of the cool things we have is one of our vendors does scrapbooking kits. This actually is a 2-page kit.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And so probably about 10 years ago, we started offering one that's specific to our event. Yeah. And so she gives back $5 from every kit that she sells.
Oh, very nice.
So that's very generous. We also have this pen here by another one of our vendors.
Oh, this is cool.
Yeah. and she gives us half of it, so $3 from the purchase price comes back to us.
Nice.
And then we have some card maker vendors coming. We have some people who make just like there's the towels over there. There's some hot pads, and then there's some cutting boards, and then of course we've got all of the same people that made the pens made these beadworks up here.
Yeah, so there's pretty much something for everyone here at this crop. So if you want to attend, the Adams Alliance Food Trucks and Vendor event is set for Saturday, August 29th from 7:30 a.m. until 3 p.m. at Wild Rose Casino in Clinton. There is the information on your screen. Leanne, thank you so much for being here, and we'll be sure to put all this information on our website as well.
Awesome, thank you so much.
All right, we appreciate it. Well, just ahead on the show, we'll have a preview of the Highlight Zone as I catch my breath. It kicks off this Friday on KWQC. Sports Director Joey Dania joins us next.
Quad Cities Live continues.
Now that school is back in session for many of our Illinois school districts. Don't worry, Iowa, here next week. Well, many are looking forward to the high school football season, which means we are getting excited for another season of the Highlight Zone at KWQC. And here with a preview of the season to come is KWQC Sports Director Joey Dania. Joey, thanks for taking a few minutes to stop by QCL today.
Thanks for having me. It's about time for some football.
I know, right? Yeah, a lot of people are looking forward to football and the cooler temperatures and everything the fall season has to offer. But here we are, mid to late August, already talking about the return of the Highlight Zone. So it comes back this Friday. Seems a little early, right? And there's kind of a reason for that.
Yeah, so typically the season would be starting usually like the last Friday of August.
Sure.
This year it's going to start this Friday. Illinois has expanded its high school playoff format.
Okay.
A lot more teams are going to get in this year. So because of that, they're going to be playing an additional round of the playoffs, so they need another week. So they're going to start the playoffs at the same time that they always did. Well, actually, no, I'm sorry. They're going to start them a week earlier.
Sure,
because of that, the week one of the season is getting pushed up to this week, which is just fine by me because usually, you know, the Bix ends and then us in the sports department, we're just waiting for high school football to get here because we're talking about practice the last few weeks. And we're looking forward to talking about some games.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think a lot of people are going to be complaining about an earlier start to the football season, that's for sure. So, you know, you've been through many years of the Highlights. So what do you think makes the show so special?
I think what makes it so special is just the way that high school football is revered in so many of the communities that we cover. When we get out to the games in all the different communities, especially a lot of the smaller communities, it's really neat to see how so many of these towns will essentially just kind of shut down on a Friday night. Everybody comes out to the high school football game. Getting to see all the pageantry that's involved with high school football is always my favorite part of the show. Yeah,
and I love that you guys go, you know, kind of beyond the highlights and you feature a lot of these players of the good they're doing in their community and their school as well. So let's talk teams. What teams do we need to keep an eye on here this football season, local high school teams? Yeah,
so we've always had so many great teams in this area. That's what also makes it really fun. Like you said, we do like to really tell stories that go beyond the highlights. Where we focus on just the incredible young people in our community that play high school football. But when it comes to the games themselves, we've got some outstanding teams that we'll be covering. Some of the typical teams that have been really great in recent years, you look at the Wilton Beavers. They're coming off back-to-back trips to the Unidome. They've got a great program. They've really been rolling. Other teams in Iowa that are always right up there in the standings, Bettendorf, Pleasant Valley, North Scott. Those are some great teams right here in the metro area of the Quad Cities. Over on the Illinois side, typically in the Western Big Six, you'll see Moline competing for conference titles. Geneseo is coming off the best season that program has had in a decade. Matt Furlong's really got the green machine rolling. Geneseo is going to be playing in our Spotlight game coming up here this week. They're going to cross the river and take on Assumption, which is Matt Furlong's alma mater.
Oh, really? Oh, that'll be an interesting game to keep an eye on. So, yeah, each week you're going to have that Spotlight game of the week. So, why do you feel it's important to have a specific game that you're highlighting and focusing on each week? Yeah,
it seems every week there's always at least one really big matchup to look forward to. And so we like to pick out one of those really big games and focus on what makes high school football so great in this community, and also what's at stake here in this game. So, you know, we'll show expanded highlights from that game. We'll have pregame coverage leading up at 5 and 6 o'clock on Friday nights from that game. We'll also do previews the night before and in the morning show as well. So yeah, it's just a really nice way to really shine the spotlight, as we call it, onto a different community each and every Friday night.
Definitely. Now, I know a lot of work goes into the show, but, you know, you folks have fun on the Highlight Zone. I know Brianna Baylog, she did a series last season of where she was eating cheese dogs at each football stadium and seeing which one was the best. What is your favorite part about covering the games?
Well, I think my favorite part is, as you know, some people that watch the show don't realize, but I'll go out there and I'll film the highlights myself. So I've got a camera on my shoulder, and it's a real thrill for me when, let's say, a quarterback drops back and he throws a pass 30, 40 yards down the field, and I get a great shot of it. I've got that football and the spiral rotating in my camera. You can see the laces, comes right into my lens and into the wide receiver's hands as he comes into the end zone. I love capturing a great highlight and then bringing it, putting it on the air, and showcasing all of the outstanding high school athletes in our community.
Yeah, you got a good eye for those things. I certainly could not do it, which is why I don't do sports. But you can catch the kickoff to the Highlight Zone this Friday night during our 10 o'clock news. We'll also live stream these special moments on our website, kwqc.com. You can also catch all the action wherever you stream KWQC. Joey, thanks so much for being here, and we're looking forward to Friday night.
Thanks for having me, Kyle. We'll see you Friday night on the Highlight Zone.
Absolutely. Well, coming up here on Quad Cities Live, fundraising opportunities at Eve's Garden and Greenhouse with beautiful fall mums and holiday poinsettias.
Quad Cities Live continues.
Well, it may still feel like summer outside, but Eve's Garden and Greenhouse is looking ahead to one of the most colorful seasons of the year. That's right, Mum season is just around the corner, and joining us in studio today is Stacy Mallett from Eve's Garden and Greenhouse. Stacy, thanks so much for being here today.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yes, always a pleasure to have you on the show. I feel like we were just talking about mums, and here we are again, so it's coming up quick. When can we start to see the mums pop up at Eve's?
We grow them on site, so they're there now.
Okay.
I've actually started selling some for those eager people that want to have them now and plant them in their ground, and so we have some out ready for sale. Yeah,
a lot of people already looking forward to fall and Halloween and all the decorating that comes along with it. So what makes mums so special here, especially during the fall season?
It gives fall the color, which people get so excited about, the color. Yes. Mums, there's like 5 different colors in them, so they can get a choice of red, orange, pink, purple.
Okay, so we've got the rows and rows of mums that you have growing out there at Eve's Garden and Greenhouse. So you brought a few of these in. Of course, they're in the early stages, so they haven't quite bloomed yet. So talk about the care that you have to give mums, especially if you buy this early in the season when it's still summer.
Mums just don't like to be overwatered, so they're ones that they want to be dry before they get watered. So as long as you don't overwater them, they're pretty easy to take care of at this point because they're just about to start blooming and easy maintenance other than overwatering.
Okay, so you know, you're selling the mums right now, and you're doing good for the community as well because you're actually holding a mum fundraiser for our community. So talk a little bit about how that works.
Yeah, so any teams, organizations, or places that want to raise money for their function, they can come talk to us, and they can sell mums, or they can sell the vouchers for mums.
Okay.
And then we will help them either deliver them, or they can pick them up, and then be able to get them out to who they sold them to.
Oh, that's awesome. So yeah, talk a little bit more about the voucher program that you have going on.
So I came up with that so that it would make it easy as possible for the organizations to make money and sell. So all they have to do is hand out those vouchers after they've sold the mums, and then people can come in and pick out which mum they want, because I've had people in the past that they want to buy a mum for the organization and help them raise money, but they're picking on what color they want, what shape they want, and perfect plant they want. So this makes it easy that they can come out and pick the perfect one that they want.
All right, perfect. So mums are, well, like you said, mum's the word now. Now is the time to get your mums at Eve's, but we want to look even further because everyone likes poinsettia season as well, or poinsettias. You just told me something, so what is it? It's poinsettia for one?
Poinsettias for multiple.
Okay, and this is coming from someone with a horticulture degree, so you heard it here. It's poinsettia for one, poinsettias for more than one, but you've got plenty of poinsettias for people to choose from as well.
Yeah, we grow about about 1,500 poinsettias.
Oh,
so
wow.
they're in the greenhouse now. We just got them started and growing. They're not colorful right now, but they're growing.
So they'll be colorful just in time for the holiday season. And so you've also got a fundraiser for the poinsettias as well.
Yeah. So if you don't have enough time to do the mum fundraiser, we do fundraisers for the poinsettias. Same thing. Still have the voucher, and however they would like, we'd set it up and make it easy for the organizations.
All right, so for someone who doesn't know much about poinsettias, whatever you want to call them, what colors do they come in? Like once they finally have colors,
the main color is red, that
yeah.
most people like to get, but there is pink. There's pink and it's like a cinnamon. It's like a slight pink, and then there is like a red marble, which is a red one with white specks in it. There's kind of a few different colors. So.
All right, very holiday-like. So Eve's Garden Greenhouse is located on Northwest Boulevard. We've got the phone number and the web address on your screen. Stacy, as always, thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. We appreciate it. And we appreciate you watching Quad Cities Live. We'll see you back here Wednesday at 3 o'clock.